Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Moments with Mel. I'm excited to be back on with you guys, and I hope everyone is doing okay. This new series or this new episode of Moments with Mel will be available on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, so look out for it and check it out. So today, I want to ask you a very, very important question, and I want to also leave you with some homework after I'm done with this episode. So, you wake up in the morning and no matter what, you wake up and you get ready, you get dressed up, you put gas in your car and you go to work. When you get to work, you follow everything your boss says, and although it's not easy, but you get through it day after day after day after day. Or you go to school every day or every other day, and you're subjected to your teacher's criticism, and you go and sometimes you get bad grades and you persevere, and sometimes the exams are not easy, but you still go, and year after year after year you persevere and you're still going on. Or you're in a relationship, and although it's hard, it's tough, you sacrifice everything in order to be in that relationship. So my question is, why? Why are you doing the things that you're doing? See, it's important today that you know why you do what you do. Knowing why is probably the most important question you can ask yourself, because what it does, when you ask yourself a why will develop a purpose. And everything that you do that requires sacrifice has to come along with a why. Why do you do it? What drives you? Finding your why in life will make everything else worth it. So when you're taking that exam and you fail a class, when you go from job to job and the opportunities that you're looking for, you don't find them, when you get fired, God forbid, from your job, having a why will always give you the strength that you need to move on to the next thing. Look at it as your safety net. Look at it as your insurance plan. Having a why will always get you out of whatever situation that you're in, because you're not just doing it just to do it, but you're doing it for a purpose. So I challenge you today to know why you're doing the things that you're doing. Why are you going to work? Why are you going to school? Why are you in that relationship? Why are you doing some of these things that you're doing? Why are you doing it? Finding your why will prevent you from giving up when the hard times come. Notice I didn't say if the hard times come, I said when the hard times come. And so having a why do you do it, is the fundamental thing that you need to do anything great. You have to have a why. And one thing also is, when you have that why, your why must be so strong that it makes you cry. Your why must be so passionate. You should be so passionate about your why that every time you think about it, either you get angry or it makes you cry. Think about it. Why? Why do you do the things that you do? Finding out your why will make a big difference in your life. I'll give you the story. I was working with an intern the other day at my job. You know, young pharmacist. Actually, he's not an intern. He's a pharmacist. Young guy. And I finished working with him, a long shift, 12 hours. And he came up to me. He says, "How do you do what you do?" And then he says, "Every night I go to sleep with tears in my eyes." He says, "I've only been doing this for 3 months now, but I hate it with a passion. Every night I cry myself to tears." And I asked him a simple question. I said, "Why are you doing what you're doing?" And he couldn't answer that question. He could not answer why he's in this career. He could not answer my question as to why he's doing things that he's doing. And then it's funny that I had 2 days with him. The first day is the day where he told me that he hated it, and I told him why on the first day. He went home that night. The next day, he came to work with the biggest smile on his face. He was ready. He was energetic. Everything that I didn't see on the first day, I started to see on the second day. Why? Because somewhere between the first and the second day, he went home and asked himself some really deep questions like, why? Why am I doing some of the things that I did? The second day, it was like night and day. He was energetic. He was into it, and you could tell that he had this newfound passion because he asked himself this one question: why? And I'll leave you with this. My challenge for you is to find your why. Why do you do some of the things that you do? Go somewhere by yourself, about 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes if you have to. Isolate yourself and start thinking. Start pondering. Start reflecting on why do you do the things that you do. And I guarantee you, life will make a little bit more sense to you. Whenever someone wins a big trophy or an award, they always start off their speech by saying, first of all, I like to thank this person. And you know what? I realized that the person that they're thinking, whether it's God or their moms or their fathers or their family, that's their why. That's why they did what they did. That's why they were able to do what they did. That's why they were able to persevere, because of that why. So I challenge you today, what's your why? Why are you doing some of the things that you're doing? If you don't have an answer to that question, go find it. God bless you.